play Joker and company in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, there was hanging in the balance. Do we get him in? Do we get him in? Do we get him in? And to the group that was out there, to their credit, they were able to, hold the Spurs off and keep our lead to 20, 18, 17, 16. And anytime we can get those guys rest at this point in the season is obviously to our advantage. So I thought our first quarter defense was unbelievable. Second and third, we didn't play any defense. And fourth quarter, we got back to playing some defense, held them to 40% from the field. 36 assists is a great number, 66 in the paint is a great number, and the bench was outstanding. 47 bench points tonight, got contributions from a lot of people.
How important is it to see consistency from that second unit now as you get to this part of the season?
I'm having a hard time even listen. I'm listening to the song over there. Yeah. One of my favorite songs.
What song is it?
Well, you don't know. You better ask somebody. But I'm sorry. Repeat your question, Ben.
How important is it to start to get consistency from that second unit this part of the year when you've kind of had the natural ups and downs with some of the young guys throughout the season, just to sort of get a sequence of games where guys are stepping up in the Miami game, guys are stepping up in the
I think it's a really important point because it's such a delicate balance when you're trying to win at a high level and develop as many young guys as we are. And the only way you can really do it is by letting them, play through their growing pains, the ups and downs that you mentioned. And to see, obviously, Reggie's not a young guy, but for CB, for Peyton, even for Zeke, for those guys to go out there and just to get more confident, more aggressive in their respective roles with now 15 games to go. And that's been a big part of us being 11-1 coming out of the break. Yes, it's good offense, it's good defense, but we're getting consistency and productivity from the bench. And, I'm really impressed with those guys. And once again, with 15 to go, we've got a challenge going to Dallas, and it never gets any easier. And that's what great teams do. They continue to just, chip away and stay the course.
The other night, AG said, he said this in regard to Reggie, but he said this team gets mad at you if you don't shoot, and how teammates were kind of trying to stress to Reggie that he should stay aggressive, keep that mindset. Has it sort of been the same for Christian in terms of the message from teammates and coaches throughout this season when he's had some of his struggles?
Yeah, because I felt, during the first half of the season, Christian would miss his shot, then the next possession that he was open, he wouldn't shoot it. Then he'd drive the ball in the traffic and either take a tough two, which analytically speaking is not a great shot, or maybe turn the ball over. And I remember when I met with him and watched film, that was one of the things that was an emphasis, like, you shooting an open shot is a good shot, regardless if it goes in or not. We need you to shoot open shots. And he had that step back tonight, and I was just so happy for him because now he's shooting it with confidence, and he's mixing in driving, finishing, kicking, defending, rebounding, as well as shooting a three-point shot, which is just great confidence. So that's great to see from CB.
Coach, you always talk about trust when you mention Justin Holiday. And I thought he came up big tonight. He made that big three at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Once again, a little momentum builder going into the fourth. Made some threes, made some good plays, had some steals.
Yeah.
He was good.
You know what, two plays that kind of jump out about, kind of define Justin Holiday. You mentioned the three at the end of the third quarter. 5-point game, then all of a sudden he hits that. Now we're up 8. Little things like that can have a huge effect, ripple effect. And then he misses a breakaway dunk. Doesn't drop his head, doesn't feel sorry for himself, isn't embarrassed, gets back in transition and gets a steal. That's who he is. He's a guy that just plays next play mentality. You look at his line tonight, 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 13 points, and 2 steals. So he's a veteran, and every time you call upon him, he's going to do something to help your team win.
The league's leading shot blocker has 3 blocks in the league. Let's get one league. But you're seeing which people say different stuff about the defense, but I think had 2 blocks. And it really was dominant against Wembanyama in the post. Just describe what you saw from his play tonight.
From Nikola or Wemby?
Nikola.
Yeah, I think the first time we posted Nikola, I think Wemby blocked it. And then, Nikola is like a savant. Okay, I see what he did there. how can I make sure that doesn't happen again? How can I use my body, get into him, collapse him a little bit, get that hook a little bit further out, to take away his wingspan, shot fakes, got him in foul trouble. I think that's the key. If you're going to beat that team, obviously, getting Wembanyama in foul trouble and, getting him on the bench is the best way to stop him. But that kid's got a really bright future. He's only going to get better as he gets stronger. But yeah, Nikola, 31, and just did it in a lot of different ways.
One more question.
Coach, I don't know if you talked about it already, but the points off turnovers seem like y'all did a nice job getting the steals and the turnovers and then converting them into some points.
Yeah, 13 steals is a lot. Obviously, as you mentioned, we forced, I think, 17 turnovers for 27 points. And, the reason that our fast break numbers have been improved since the All-Star break is, yes, our defense has been better, but we are averaging a lot of steals. I think since the All-Star break, we're top maybe 3 or 4 in steals per game. So just tremendous activity. And that's why you want to be disruptive defensively. You don't want to let teams run their offense script and let them get whatever shot they want. You want to disrupt them, make teams feel you, and I think we're doing a really good job.